I would like to request Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Iftikhar Ahmad, for giving us the detailed lecture about the switching from BA, BSc to associate degree. Please.
First of all, I welcome all the principals and semester coordinators to this 2 days workshop on associate degree program. I'm very thankful to the Higher Education Department for initiating such wonderful activities. One issue with our semester system, based on my experiences working back in USA as a faculty member and as a student, and then working here as a faculty, as a vice chancellor, as a dean, as a head of the department. So the main difference I have seen, then in Pakistan, although we have adopted the best higher education system from the United States of America, but the results of the system are not good. And the results, all of you know that the results of higher education is our product, and our product is our students. So the quality of students we produce from our universities, if you compare the quality is far more below even the average. If I say that if I compare, I would say that this is lower than even poor stage. So when we rank, then we say that this is outstanding, this is excellent, this is good. Then you go for average, and at the end, then you go to the poor. So the product we produce here from our universities, the quality is even worse than the poor. And the main reason, as far as my experiences are concerned, is the training sessions and workshops. We adopted a system. In 2002, we adopted the best higher education system. The same system was adopted by United Kingdom in 90s. We adopted a bit later from them. So it's not just Pakistan is adopting the system. It's the rest of the world which has already adopted the system or adopting the system. So there is no other question of any other system. So like sometime I hear the people, they talk that why not United Kingdom system? So why would we follow a system which has already been stopped and they switch to another system? So instead of following that one, why shouldn't we go to the system which they have adopted? This will make our journey shorter. So coming back to the point that there is no question that the higher education system we have adopted is the best higher education system of the world. We have adopted higher education system of Harvard University. We have adopted higher education system of MIT. We have adopted higher education system of Stanford. We have adopted higher education system of Caltech. These are the names: Cornell, John Hopkins. These are names in higher education. So there is no other question, because we don't have time, we don't have experience, we don't have expertise to question or discuss. Now, coming back to the point, my point was this, that we have adopted the best system in 2002. But still, the product we produce, it's not even half of the product of Cornell. It's not even half of the product of MIT or Caltech or Stanford or John Hopkins. Now, when a person like me, who has experienced working in both places, when a person like me, who received distinctions for teaching at 3 higher education institutions in USA, Teaching Excellence Award at University of Idaho, Golden Pen Award for teaching at Bay College, Michigan, and Outstanding Instructor for Louisiana State University. So a person like me, the situation compels him to look and study the system and then come up with a solution. So when I'm going back, I'm analyzing the whole scenario, what I have found. I found that initially we never acknowledged that we have adopted US higher education. We never acknowledged this. So when we never acknowledge that we have adopted the system of US higher education, the system of Stanford, the system of Cornell, the system of MIT, the system of Harvard. So we were not ready to implement a system like them. Because if we had acknowledged, we would have implemented a system like those universities. So when we would have implemented a system like those universities, then we would be in a position to compare that whether we are doing good or we are doing bad. We would go for comparison. So we did not acknowledge, and the main reason was this, that we were not in a position to compare ourselves with them. That would have pushed us to work hard and come out of our comfort zone. Because higher education in Pakistan, or teaching in Pakistan, especially higher education, this is more like a pension job. It's a pension job, so that would have pushed us out from the comfort zone of a pension job to study, to work, to prepare. And ultimately, what would have happened? our intellectual level would have gone higher. Our own intellectual level. I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about the faculty of this university. I'm talking about the faculty of all universities. So, then what happened? At the end, now we are standing nowhere. Because the quality, sometimes the people, they say that the quality is going down and down and down. And we adopted a system to compete the whole world. So instead of competing the whole world, instead of bringing or uplifting the level of our product, that is our students, what happened? The results is clear to all of you. Now, the main reason, as I told you, the first reason was this, that we never acknowledged this. And I'm, for the last 10 years, preaching this, that we have adopted the best system. If we have adopted the best system, we should have the practices of the best system. So if we have the practices of the best system, then we can produce the best product. Then our students, they will be also contributes in sciences. Our students will be also contributing in arts. Our students will be also contributing in engineering. They will be also contributing to agriculture. So we will be also having kids in the future who can earn Nobel Prizes. Who can earn Nobel Prizes. So in this whole scenario, then there is standing HEC. So the HEC is also kind of don't know what to do, making policies and writing letters and doing things like that. That's not going to change things. That's not going to change things at all. So today's activity, I connect with the whole thing I have discussed. That if we would have acknowledged that we have adopted the best education system, then we would have checked the practices or the requirements of that best education system, and then naturally the young faculty, they're always ready. Young blood is always ready for change. What they would have done? They would have talked like me. Today I'm talking to you people. Because today the world is a global village. You can just go and you can check any university in the world and you can see that why that university is effective. So if that would have been done, or in another way I can say that if HEC would have realized this, or if HEC would have discussed this, then HEC would have organized workshops like this to implement the system effectively. So if they would have implemented the system effectively, and that's only possible if you talk to the people. If you talk what is semester system, what are the requirements of the semester system, what are the needs of the semester system, what is GPA, all these things needs to be discussed. If they would have done this from that day, 2002, So I'm sure that by year 2005, every person would be aware about where to go. Every person would know that what is our target, what are our goals. But unfortunately, these things has never discussed. No such activities and workshops are organized. So today, I'm very thankful to the Higher Education Department of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Secretary Dawood Khan, our Chief Minister Mahmood Khan Sahab, our advisor to the Chief Minister Bangar Sahab, and all the team of Higher Education Department, that whatever was not done by HEC has done by the Higher Education Department. By starting the activity, by starting the associate degree, they started using the right strategy of organizing workshops, awareing the people how to implement the system. So, now let me share with you a couple things about the associate degree that has been started by Higher Education Commission. I will share my experiences with you. I will share the struggle that been involved in adopting associate degree in Pakistan. So, but before going to that point, let's talk about the education system in Pakistan. So you people are more aware than me about the whole scenario, that we have a huge population of illiterate people. Then literacy, the definition of literacy also, you know, it's very basic thing. Anyway, then when we come to the education, then we have two main education systems. One is madrasa education system, and the other one is, I would say, the Western type education system. So the madrasa education system is focused on one thing, and the Western education system is focused on another thing. One is mostly talking about religion, and the other is mostly talking about worldly affairs and science and technology and stuff like that. Although there is Islamic studies and Pakistan studies, but there is a huge difference between these two education systems. So when we go from this education system, then we had, like in higher education, we had universities with semester system, and then we had colleges with annual system. So the quality of both of them was totally different. Although the quality of both of them was poor, but the system was kind of totally different from each other. So it's like in 2013, we had a meeting in HEC, and I told them, because they were talking about the BS, and HEC had a plan that we should have annual system and then we should bridge it through a semester. But the problem is this, that when you are a policy maker and you are not aware of the system, because if you are a policy maker and you went from the grassroots level, if you know about Jandola and if you know about the Jandola College, if you know about Wana College, if you know about Buni College, and if you know about Swat University, if you know about Dera Ismail Khan University, Gomal University, and you know about Peshawar University, you know Abbottabad University, and if you know the problems of these universities, because higher education in Pakistan is not the same as it used to be. It's very complex. And the complexity is because of the institution, because of the, the oldness of the institution, because of the students of the institution, because of the geographical location of the institutions. If there is a college in Peshawar, the people, they will go there. If there is a college in Dera Ismail Khan, the people, they will come here. But if it goes away from the city, very few people, they go there. Then the problems are totally different. And I can share with you, I started my journey from Bunni College, Chatral. This was 1995. From 1995 to 1997, I was lecturer at Buni College, Chatral. And to share with you that for Friday prayer, we would have to walk at 8 kilometers, just to walk. Because in that time, there were no, vehicles. The college, in 1 kilometer diameter, there was no population, nothing at all. I just want to share the differences of the institution. So if any person is making a policy, and if that person is not aware of the Buni College, and the person is making policy of the higher education, then another thing I share with you, that we would go to the meetings of HEC. This was like in 2013. So the people from Qaid-e-Azam University, the people from NAST, and they were more than the people from public sector university like me. They don't have any affiliated colleges. They don't know about the annual system at all. So when we would sit in the meeting, they would start talking in a different direction than we would talk. So the whole, when I say that when we talk about the higher education, it is very complex. Because NAST, it is a public sector university paid by the government. ComSits, the same way, they don't have any affiliated colleges. The same is GIK. Now, when we're thinking about that system, coming back to my point, that we had annual system and we had a semester system. We had BSc and MSc, and then we had BS. So when the kids, they would go to the market, it was a kind of a big mess, which is better than what? Then the courses offered, all of you know that there are more courses and more training in semester system than annual system. So in 2013, it was like my suggestion that we can do it. we should switch and we should introduce associate degree. Now, some of you will be thinking that from where I got the idea. So when I was talking about the 3 places in USA, like I worked at University of Idaho, I worked at Bay College, Michigan, and I have worked at Louisiana State University. Now Bay College, it was a community college. Bay College was just like the college in Tonk. It was just like a college at Jandola. So it was just like any of Pakistani degree college. So I worked in that system. I knew that we have adopted the US higher education system. So then I told him that the solution, we should adopt it also from where I adopted the education system. To tell you truth, they agreed. Nothing happened. In 2017, there is this letter that, we stop. No more. No more BA, BSc. And every college has to start BS. I rushed and I met Dr. Mukhtar Saab. He was the then chairman at HEC. I told him that this is not possible. The colleges, they cannot hold because they don't have the capacity. They don't have the classrooms. They don't have faculty. We can't do it. तो उनकी एक बात मुझे आज भी याद पड़ती है कि मुझे ये लोग मेरी बेइज्जती के पीछे पड़े. अब आई डोंट नो उसका कौन मतलब था उसमें. आप लोग मुझसे ज़्यादा समझ सकते हैं. क्योंकि चेयरमैन हमेशा या एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर दे आर ऑलवेज लुकिंग फॉर गुड policies because they don't want to make problems for themselves. But problems comes naturally with some employees of the HEC. So those employees, you people know more than me, when you make a decision that every college has to start BS program, it's not possible. Even the programs we are hearing in DI Khan and different colleges, you know better than me that they don't have the resources. They don't have the classrooms. They don't have the faculty members. Like one college I know is running a program with one faculty member. 4-year program, just one person. Is it possible? This is not possible. So anyway, then they had another letter and they postponed the things. Then in 2019, there was another letter from HEC. If you people remember that, that letter was that the colleges should start associate degree, but that associate degree should be technical. If any one of you remember, खास तौर पर ये जितने भी बड़े colleges वाले हैं, so in that letter they said that the degrees, the associate degrees will be granted in technical education. So that was another mess. And that time, once again, I wrote a letter to the chairman. I wrote a letter to all the vice chancellor that this is, creating more and more mess. The chairman Saab agreed, and then we had a meeting of the vice chancellors. And the vice chancellor, they straight away refused that this is not possible. Because no college, all of you, for example, any college if you pick, we have faculty members of English, mathematics, zoology, botany, but we don't have faculty for agriculture. We don't have faculty for nursing. So if someone asked me that you have a building is not enough. Faculty members are required for running a program. So at the end, what happened? In 2020, they changed the whole policy. And they went back to the initial suggestion and recommendation which I had given to them, that switch the system from annual to semester system. Because the complications, I'm not going to go in the complication of the process. Because all the colleges are under the same umbrella. Umbrella is the university. University means university bodies. So the university body cannot make a different program for a college than the university. If the university makes a different program for the students of college, let's suppose the students are admitted in college in English, and after 2 years the program is not aligned with the university, what will happen to those students? When they come to the university, we will say that your courses are not enough, they are not sufficient. Now you have to go and you have to take these courses as bridge. Now under the same, the same umbrella, like zoology department here in this campus, zoology program in city campus, and zoology program at Tag campus. Similarly, English, there is no difference. Why should be difference for colleges? That was my question. Although they agreed, so the chairmen have told me that the things are very simple, just 2 + 2. This was the same like in 2019. My Civil Award, it was for this, how to integrate degree colleges with the universities. This was the whole struggle. So anyway, now we are in a very good position. And one thing more I share with you, that the same program when I was at Ahmedabad University of Science and Technology, we have already passed the same program. We passed for here in 2018. In 2018. And the main reason was this, that especially sometimes the girls, they get married from the colleges. So what we thought, that we didn't have any other options, so we thought that the student should take 2-year courses at a college. And after 2 years, the student should come to the university and complete their BS degrees. Makes no difference for the university. Whether the student is taking class in this classroom, or the student is taking class in another classroom. As long as the students are controlled by the academics of this university, then everything must be and shall be the same. And this was the main point for me, that you cannot differentiate colleges from the universities, because the colleges will have to spend more time and the universities will have to spend less time. Because if you say that there should be an additional like semester to bridge, that will be discriminating the college students. So here we are today, we have a very good system. Whatever we have in the university, you people have in college, there is no difference. Now the only thing we can do, that we can work together. And at the same time, when we talk about the quality, so you people are starting and we have started. So the issues with us, we already suffering from the issues. So for you people, one good thing is this, that you are starting a new thing, but the truth is this, that we are also learning new things in the semester system, and we at this university and all across the country, our struggle is to uplift the quality and bring it to the level of the world. Coming to the point, and the main point is this, that whatever we have, the program, that's what you people there. There is no difference. There are two maybe things. One is PLL and the other thing is PRL. They will be discussing that with you people. But other than that, I personally was not agreed with that PLL and PRL. But again, we were kind of concerned that then HEC will make trouble for you people. So then we said, okay, put this just to make them happy. Other than that, I think already you people have adopted system in colleges. And when you people have adopted system, you people have collected semester rules from this university. You have picked your courses from this university. If not done it, then that will make trouble for you people. So you can't do, any college cannot do that the college say that, oh, I don't want this, I want this. No. The university, all the departments, at all campuses and all colleges, they will have to follow the same academic, like rules and the same kind of syllabus. If any college is doing a wrong thing or different than the university, that can make trouble for the students, because we communicate our syllabi to HEC and HEC at the end verifies degrees. Then the other thing is, as I told you people, that if a student comes to the university and the courses are not the same as here in this university, the student will be asking for the credit of those courses the student has taken at a college. And if we don't give them the same credit, then the students, they will make problems for college as well as for university. Because here we have to strictly follow the academic council, and we have to strictly follow a syndicate of Gomal University. Your administration, that's with the Directorate of Colleges. But your academics are controlled by university. So you don't have a choice for this as long as you are not affiliated with some other university. As long as any college is affiliated with this university, the college will have to strictly follow the academics of this university. And naturally, we are responsible for the degrees. There is no difference in degree of a student, whether the student received that from a college or from the university. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
There is no difference. So if we give a degree, we certify the level of education of that person, the quality of that person, the standards of that person. So we certify, when we certify, we want to make sure that everything is according to the policies and the rules and the regulations. These things are very important for all of you. Because sometimes what happens that a person says, oh, yeah, this thing is not good. We should switch from this to this. This course. And again, this is a very good thing. I don't stop you from doing that. I don't stop you. But you should have very strong liaison with the university and your concerned departments, especially the heads. Like if there is a program, English program, so all the colleges as well as the university, English department, they should have, regular meetings. And they should double check the curriculum. And they should come collectively that if there is anything they can make betterment, they can come up with some good ideas. They should come with that. They should place that in the board of studies. From the board of studies, it goes to board of faculty, and from there it goes to academic council, and from there it goes to syndicate. So when the syndicate changes, everything changes. If the syndicate has not changed, nothing changes. And this is very important because I have seen some college faculty, they are dynamic. They know about the subject because almost everybody comes through Public Service Commission. And I know the process. It's quite tough because it was like in 1995 that I went through the same process of Public Service Commission. So there is no question about the competency of the faculty members of colleges. There is no question in that. And the faculty members should be encouraged to look at the curriculum. Look at the curriculum, double check it. If they have suggestions, they should communicate with each other. They should bring it. Because if we don't do it, once again I tell you, we can never move forward. Our education system, we can never make it better. So this is important that we should encourage our faculty members. The second thing is we should trust them. Like I have seen, like in some universities, they have a different system for colleges and different system for the university. So personally, I am a firm believer that we should treat every faculty with the same respect, the same dignity, and the same trust. If we don't trust faculty members, the system can never be evolved. इसमें कोई बात नहीं है, होते हैं ठीक लोग भी होते हैं, गलत लोग भी होते हैं, लेकिन we should make system very strong. Instead of not trusting, we should have double check on the semester system. We should double check the papers. So I will share my experiences about two places. One place was, it was Iftikhar University, and the second place, that was a college. So in Ahmedabad University, I visited the exam and I found that the students are sitting and the faculty member is not there. I asked why the faculty is not there, why the paper is not started. They told me that the faculty member has not prepared the exam yet. Imagine, the students are waiting and the faculty member is preparing exam. What sort of paper will be that? Because for the preparation of a paper, you need time. You need enough time to look again and again and again. So from there, then I switched to a centralized exam. And that centralized exam, the people, they would submit their exam. The faculty would prepare the exam. But before the exam, the papers will be submitted to the controller. The exam would be conducted by the controller of exam. The faculty who taught the course used to be there. He used to be there. And then he would pick the papers, within couple days would then submit his or her results. The same I think we adopted here last time, right? But this year probably we will not do it, and the main reason is the COVID-19, where we want to decentralize things. So that way every department can have fewer people and they can, using the SOPs can conduct the exams. The second example I will give you of one of the colleges. So we had monitoring and evaluation committee. And if you people know Altaf Khatak college from the college's side, he was in that committee. They would go and they would visit each and every college, and they would check their academics, that their academics are good or not. So one day they came with a paper. Here is this paper, and they told me that this whole paper of mathematics is only from one exercise. From one exercise. Now the principal doesn't know. The principal is expecting and trusting and doing things. We have to trust. We must have to trust our faculty member. But again, we must have a system of check and balance. So with that check and balance system, it was not only for colleges. We had a monitoring and evaluation system for the university too. We would monitor each and every faculty member. We would monitor the courses, the books they are teaching, the attendance, and everything. So this is how we can proceed, and this is how we can make things effective. So with these words, I think it's enough for the opening. And I hope that you people can bring change to the semester system, because your units are smaller. When I was in USA, the people they go to colleges more than universities. And the main reason is this, that the colleges, the one thing is the colleges are at convenient location. And the second thing is, at colleges, they hire people for teaching. They don't care whether the person is a good researcher or not. Because sometimes we hire a person and we look to his research rather than teaching. So for colleges, you don't have a problem. Everybody is generally hired hired for teaching. And that's why the college teachers are more effective in teaching sometime than university faculty members. With these words, I'm very thankful once again to the Higher Education Department, Secretary Higher Education Department Dawood Khan and his team for such a wonderful start of associate degrees at government colleges. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, and I hope that the day when you go, you will be clear about the associate degree program in the affiliated colleges of Gomal University, D.A. Khan. Thank you.